Alright, are we live? Okay, hey there guys, welcome back to our Writer Showcase. This is Writer Showcase number 5. Hopefully I got the number right. Today I'm doing a maskless episode, mostly because I feel pretty okay today. Still coughing, but you know, that's like gone to the point where it's like normal for every single video. Okay, so of course that's my journal in the background. A little bit of advertising. You should come and see The Farm of the Dead. Great episode. And I was just showing people how proud they'd be of getting their poems read for free. So if you guys haven't joined the Writer Gang yet, and you're just seeing this on Twitter or some other social media, then yeah, you're welcome to come by and join the Writer Gang. Okay, so today we've got not only several different poets to feature, but as you notice, we've also done prompts for the Writer Gang, and the prompts last for a week. You just have to write one poem on them. And if they're particularly good, I like to do some prompt pieces as well. So this is going to contain some of that. Hopefully you guys will also participate this week. Thank you to everyone who did participate in the prompts. That was really cool to see. And of course, the prompts are both light and dark. I do the dark ones. Sakurai comes up with the light ones. And you just have to make sure to actually tag your work with L&D prompt and to refer to the prompt you're using, because otherwise we can't tell, because some people just take the prompt as a very, very thin guideline and apply it, but then if we can't tell that it's part of the prompt pieces, we don't know whether to read it as part of that or not. Okay, anyway, let's get right into it. Please ignore the general grievous coughing. Hopefully you're ready for this. So our first piece for today is Isolation Tears You Apart. It is by Lost to My Mind. And gender check, female from the United States, and she's a fan of Tokyo Ghoul. I'm also a fan of Tokyo Ghoul, and I've actually got that exact mask. My girlfriend got it for me, so pretty happy with that. Okay, shall we get started? I sit alone in this empty cell. No sound to be heard, not even footsteps. All I hear is the sound of my own breath. In this cell, I see nothing but metal walls, separating me from the world. I am all alone, with no sound to be heard, nothing to see. I feel myself melt. I've given up. I pound on the walls, yell at the top of my lungs. I scream all day. I need to break the silence. I've had enough of this madness. Now I've gone mad. I've ripped up my bed, torn it to shreds just to get a new scene. I've had enough of this insanity. Now I've gone insane. Every day I scream louder. The isolation is horrifying. It tears you apart, day by day. And that was Isolation Tears You Apart by Lost to My Mind. That was part of our L&D prompts. They did it based on the prompt of isolation, one of my dark prompts, so awesome right there. Glad to see the darkness is coming out in everybody. And of course the link to this person's poem is in the description. You must check it out. And now we're moving on. Okay, this is Music of Life by Soren Kazaren. Perhaps I should use that accent instead. Soren Kazaren. Male from the United States, so it's his page. Please check it out. Link is in the description. You have to go there. And oh my god, eye bags! I'm so not pretty today. Okay, let's do the Music of Life. Are you ready? Can you hear it? The music of life itself. It is there in the rustling of leaves, swaying back and forth with the calm breeze, with birds greeting each new day in their own unique way. At night, you might even hear a cricket, chirping his lonely notes in some thicket. Perhaps you're in the mood for a different tune, something a little more vibrant, such as the din of cars honking away in their wars, or the murmuring of a crowd, although they can get quite loud. It could be a train blasting its horn in the wee hours of the morn. So tell me, can you hear it now? The music of life surrounds you, and it can be beautiful. So that was The Music of Life by Soren Karazen, and that was one of our light prompts done by Sakurai, so that was music. Hope you enjoyed it, and the link to his page is in the description. And why is my camera doing this weird thing where it's like light and dark, light and dark? I know our prompts are called light and dark prompts, but really it doesn't have to. You don't have to do that, camera, okay? I'm trying to film a show here. Okay, moving on. We have music by Wonderland. You already know her from the epic series that I did in the last video, and if you haven't seen that, you need to check it out. Now then, let us do this. Excuse me, drink of water. Lost in melody, I am you, you are me. We are muses of one another, you and I. A perfect tango we dance, the piquant score to which we sway, notes of passion on battled tongues. Our graceful steps a natural waltz, a back and forth of imperfect ideals, but not so different are you and I. Leaders and warriors we, you my champion, I your demon. A ballad of glorious discord we sing. Come, my pet, do tell me, shall we dance to this alluring symphony? And that pretty much sounds like one of the pieces that I would do, one of my Dom pieces. I gotta get permission to use this on the ladies, definitely. Okay, well that was music by Wonderland. I hope you enjoyed it. The link to her page is in the description. She's a fantastic poet. You really have to check her out. And she's quite new to Deviant Art as well, so she really is very awesome. I think that she will build up a huge following, because I know when I started, I was not this awesome. I was terrible. Very, very terrible. And if poetry were not in the state that it is on Deviant Art right now, I think that she would definitely have like leapfrogged past me back in those days. So that's a huge endorsement right there. I really do think you should check her out. Okay, next one, Comfort in Storms. Now this one is by Living in His Head, and I think it must be male based on the it's Dorian Monroe, 24, male from the United States. You should check him out. He is living in his head, as am I, but my head is a bit crazy. Hey, Maldictus! What up, man? I can see Maldictus's comment there, right there. Shout out to the Beard Man. Hope to read more of your poems soon. Okay. Oops. Okay. Are you ready? Wait, does that say nude photography? Yeah, that does. In case you're wondering about this, I think I better explain it in case somebody gets the wrong idea. You will see it probably later on my Deviant Art if you are actually visiting there. I'm doing image poetry now because I feel it's definitely a better way of advertising on Twitter and Instagram. And we at the Writer Gang, well, it's basically me and Sakurai right now, but we do all our own images. Like, we get these images as long as they're free to use, and then we edit them, do a bit of photo manipulation, and then put poetry on them. So that's how we also try and spread our Writer Gang, because we're not just advertising the poem as a piece of plain text. We try and like make it more interesting. So I'm trying that this week. I hope it works out. But anyway, this is not about me. Let's get back to the real thing. This is Comfort in Storms by Living in His Head. Many cower from the storm, fear the whipping of the wind, avoid the prickling of the rain, and the beating of hail. But my thoughts are as loud as thunder, my fears as striking as lightning, as I drown in myself, while sunshine warms the valley. So I wrap myself in the chaos of weather, for once everything outside matches the whirlwind in my head, and I find solace in knowing I'm not alone. So that was a very lovely and I feel powerful piece. And of course, I am the opposite. I do not like storms at all. Thunder and lightning make me very nervous. Very nervous. So that was Comfort in Storms by Living in His Head. Link in the description. You have to check it out. Are you ready? Next one. Excuse me. I'm a writer. My wish is to draw. I also wish to draw, but sadly I can't. I kind of failed art. So, female from the United States, this is going to be her page. You should definitely check it out. Are you ready? My hand trembles and tingles as I cut open my soul, so that I may bleed beautiful words. I'm a writer. I must shout and scream, but nobody can hear me. Nobody cares to see me. None are moved by the cries of my voice. So I sit and drain myself, grimacing and pulling, pesky strings of letters from hard-to-reach places, meticulously lining them upon a piece of paper. I'm a writer, and I want people to read what I have to say. I dance in lakes of stories, basking in the sun of tales, birthing creations of music and poetry, of indescribable shapes and colors. I squeeze myself into difficult places, bending into uncomfortable positions, so that I may at least glimpse the elusive creature that is inspiration. I rip apart my heart to give the very most to whoever is willing to take it. I am a writer. And Sakurai's comment is there. So that was I'm a Writer by Wishes to Draw, and I think it is wonderful because it really expresses how we as writers feel, because we try to put our words onto paper, but people are not interested. Like literally, I could write some great stuff on Twitter, and some guy comes along with an image, splashes some words on it, and it's just more popular. So that's why I'm doing it myself now, because I feel that it's important that we as writers get our words out there. But you know, people these days are very visual creatures. You do have to attract their eye, at least, even if your writing is of quality. Problem is, if nobody reads it, nobody sees it, then yeah, that reaction literally is the only thing that explains the feelings. All right, so that's also why I do this writer showcase. I like to showcase stuff. I like to showcase the hard work of everybody here. And that was a very Arishok gesture for those who played Dragon Age. Dragon Age 2? I think it was. Okay, here it is. It Hurts More to Fall by Kuro Sakuranbo 14. Kuro Sakuranbo 14. Jade, 19, other from the United States. So this person's page, because no gender is depicted. Ooh, Kuro 18, age 13. Cute drawing, cute drawing. Okay, well, are you ready? People put you up so high, expecting that you would never fall. Always rise, but they don't realize the fear of falling, of failing, of defeat. The cracks begin to show, pieces beginning to crumble. The tower they made for you out of their expectations is coming down. And guess who is on top? That would be you. You then lose faith in who you are, and soon doubt becomes something you know well. Falling from that tower of expectations hurts more and lasts longer than the disappointment from the ones who created it. And this poem is not only very real, very raw, but something that I think a lot of people are familiar with. I'm very familiar with it because people had such high expectations of me, you know? And then I turned it into this. Yeah. So, you know, I guess that's part of the reason why I work so hard, even though, like, I guess, you know, just maybe 3 months back, coughing like this, I wouldn't even be doing a video. I'd just be like, nah, fuck it, man, I'm not going to do any work. But I've come to realize that you have to go at it 120% for the things you want. And that's why even if I'm coughing, even if I was on my deathbed, I'd still be doing these videos and I'd still be like featuring artists and stuff. So that was It Hurts More to Fall by Kuro Sakuranbo 14. Thank you so much for writing that. It's amazing. You definitely have to check out their page. And now we're going to move on. This is The Mighty Oak by Dano Damano 333. Dano Damano 333. Male from the United States. Oh! Is that Rei Miyamoto? Okay. Love. Okay, yeah, basically you have to check out his page, and he wrote The Mighty Oak. You ready for this? Hey, wait, it's Picky Pepper. Hey, I recognize you. Shout out to Picky Pepper. Thank you for always reading my poems, and I've got one of yours coming up next. Okay, enough of my weirdness. Let's do this. O mighty oak, how you once stood tall, towering, a fortress, high above all, but then somehow, as I glumly saw, you entered in and lost to brawl with the wind and the rain, and the lightning strain, all nature's force against your grain, which ripped and snapped as thunder clapped, sending out a call, telling all the world of your humbling, creaking fall. Then I thought of this and wondered how such a tree, a giant, a behemoth of sorts, could be battered and broken like a simple twig. How could it be so fractured, a hold so big? If you, mighty oak who once stood tall, could shatter, break, and fall. Oh, sorry. Could shatter and break and suffer the fall. Then why not worldly kingdoms, the greatest of them all? That one was a lovely one. The comparison of the oak to a kingdom, sort of echoes throughout history because huge kingdoms do fall, and every empire meets its end someday. Things are transient. You have to accept that. I think that's important. Now, our last piece for today. I've actually faved this one. It is by Picky Pepper. Her name is Charmin Karangia. She's 19. She's female from India, and she watches me. Hey, shout out. Is that Captain America? My favorite hero. I love him. Captain America's awesome. Okay, so this is Dark Prompt, Our Twisted Wonderland. Are you ready? Strange babbles and silent screams. The world is not made of the stuff of dreams. It's splattered with insanity and no small degree of evil. The world is a hellhole, caught in upheaval, no different from Alice's Wonderland, chaos and confusion close at hand. The dawn is as mysterious as the dead of night. Choices and loyalties can change overnight. The moon is still hung in the sky, grinning, as this anarchic world, drunkenly spinning. Everyone has dark secrets, including me and you. Beware of all in this wretched world gone askew. The lines are blurred between friends and foes. There are demons everywhere, thorns in every rose. In this surging tide of the twisted human race, everyone's a gremlin, everyone's a nutcase. Alice's Wonderland is no longer just a story. It's part of a warped world filled with blood and gory. Some people are like the Mad Hatter, others the March Hare. Doesn't matter either way, we're all mad, so beware. It's all an illusion, this blazing vortex. We're all caught up in some evil hex. There's no threshold for pandemonium, no threshold for war. It's a lucid world, no more. And if you thought that rhyme scheme was awesome, well, then you know what you have to do. Head to her page, check her out. Link is in the description. She's good. You definitely have to see her works. And that was all our poets for today. I hope you enjoyed yourself in this writer showcase. And for those of you on other social media, come and join the writer gang, man. We're all nuts. We're all mad. You'll love it. Okay, so that was writer showcase number 5 for Deviant Poetry. Come and join us on Deviant Art. Poets who were read in this video, please do remember not only to share the reading video, but do share one other video of your choice. Anything from my channel is fine. It helps me grow. It helps you grow because you're getting views as well. Everybody wins. So thank you so much for enjoying this video. I hope you enjoyed the maskless episode. I hope it made me more expressive than usual. And yeah, still sorry about my lungs. I don't know how long it's going to take to recover. My lungs are so weak. I've had childhood asthma and all that crap. I don't care, man. I don't give a shit about that anymore. I go for my dreams, so I don't care if I die doing it, It's what I have to do. That's why I run every day, even though I really shouldn't be. But whatever, Such is life. Okay, I will see you all next time. Oh god, I didn't stop the video. Okay, I will see you all next time.